T. Clark here, and this video is going to go over the AP Computer Science A 2025 CED FRQ number 2, which is the class design. So the problem states that we have a cupcake machine class. So right now I know it's public class cupcake machine. Get my brackets. So first thing you need to do is always write public class whatever, cupcake machine. And if you're having trouble with that, you can look at the previous ones. The previous problem has class examples. So public class whatever, that's what you need. So that's what you put first. So we'll write the whole class, and it'll represent a vending machine for cupcakes, an automated machine that dispenses cupcakes. Okay, so we get, okay, where are those? But anyway, we have these objects are created by calls to a constructor with two parameters. Okay, so constructor with two parameters means I probably need those instance variables. So first parameter is an int that represents the number of cupcakes that the machine has been stocked with. It'll be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so you can't have a negative. That doesn't make sense, right? And then the second one is a double. It represents a cost. So we have the number of cupcakes and the cost. Okay, so those are my private instance variables. So private int number, and then private double cost. I guess the cupcakes will all be the same. There's all the same cupcakes ready to go. So we have our double and int, and then that's our constructor. That's what it said. The first parameter to the constructor. So to create a constructor, remember it's always public. No void, no int or anything. It's just the class name. So cupcake machine. And then it said int that represents the number, and a double that represents the cost. And without reading anything else, I do my normal this dot number equals number, this on the left, and this on the left for cost equals cost, whatever's in the parenthesis on the right. And again, you could put n instead of number if you wanted to, but the n has to go on the right. Either way is fine. I like having the full way, so that's just my personal preference. But that's the constructor. We're done with the constructor now. So now it says the cupcake machine class contains a take order method. So there's our first method we have to write, which determines whether a cupcake order can be filled. Was that Boolean? Probably Boolean. A cupcake order can be filled if there are at least as many cupcakes in the vending machine as there are in the order. Okay, so a cupcake order represented by a single int, to the take order method. Okay, so we have our public something take order something, right? That's how our methods have to be written. And it says represented by a single int parameter. So a single int parameter, that's going to be positive. We can assume that it's positive. So this is my order count, I guess, or order count. I want to order 3 cupcakes or 1 cupcake, or not a 0, right? It says positive, so it could be 20, it could be 50. That'd probably break the machine. Okay, if an order can be filled, the method updates the number of cupcakes remaining in the machine and returns a string. Okay, so there we go. It returns a string. So I can put right here string containing information about the order. The return string indicates the order number. Okay, so our string is going to be a number and cost of the order as shown in the following table. Okay, so order numbers begin at 1 and increase by 1 for each order filled. So we might need to have another variable that we don't have yet. So like the order number. So we have the number, which is the number of cupcakes. So that's like the count. And we might need another variable. I'm thinking we need a private int order number. I'm not going to change the number to count, but that's probably the count. And then we have the order count, the number of cupcakes the person wants. And then we have the order number we have to keep track of. So then that means the order number starts at starts at 1 maybe, then we'll add 1 afterwards or something like that. Okay, so let's just figure it out. Order numbers begin at 1, increase by 1 after the order is filled, in my case. Or you can start at 0, then increase by 1 each time you get an order. And I think I'll do it that way. I'll say, okay, my order number starts at 0, and I'll keep the this on the left. Okay, if the order cannot be filled, okay, so if it can't be filled, then we don't increase order number, and then order cannot be filled. Okay, so otherwise, return order cannot be filled. That's if it's, is there a period? No period. Number of cupcakes available in the machine is unchanged and no order number is given to the order. Okay, so I don't want to start at 1. Yeah, in case the order doesn't go through. So that's my default or backup, is if it doesn't count. Okay, so look at the samples. I think I need an if statement here. If there are enough number for the order count. And again, number is the cupcake count. Because I have too many numbers now going on here. So number is the number of cupcakes. Order number is whichever order I'm on. What cost is per cupcake, I guess. Do I need to do some math? Like multiply? We'll see. Okay, so here's the table. Let's see. Do I need to zoom out? Maybe. Okay, we have a cupcake machine that has 10 cupcakes, and each one, per cupcake, 175 per cupcake. And then someone wants 2 cupcakes. That's my first order. And then 2 times 175 is 350. Yeah, so I have to do some multiplication. And then there'll be 8 left. Okay, then 3 is less than or equal to 8, so it works. And there's 5 left. 10, there's not enough, so, and then I have 10 and 1.5, and someone wants to order 10 of them. Okay, so let's see. So if there are enough numbers, so what do I say? If the, actually I'm gonna keep that, make that a comment, and say, if the number of cupcakes I have is greater than or equal to the count of the order, however many the user wants, or the user, I guess. What am I going to do? I'm going to return the number and the cost. I'm going to say order can be fulfilled. So my order number is going to increase, and I'm going to get the cost. Let's just say double. I'll get the new cost double. Order cost equals order count times the cost per, I almost forgot to subtract. Okay, so if it is, I'm going to increase the order, get the total cost, and I'm going to subtract from the number of cupcakes the machine has the count of the order. And then I'm going to return that string, which is order number whatever. So order number concatenate with the order number, which has just been increased, and then concatenate with a comma, the word cost, and a $sign, and then concatenate the order cost, which I just calculated. I think that's it. I could have kept that comment, whatever. So triple check again. I'm getting 2 cupcakes. So 2 is less than the number of 10, a number that the machine has. I'm going to say, okay, order is being fulfilled. Do the math to get the cost for that order. Subtract that 2 from the 10, or however many I had. And then say, okay, order number 1, and then cost whatever. And then I do it again for 3. 3 is less than, I subtracted, so now it's 8. And 3, and yes, true. Now it's plus, now it's order 2. Do the multiplication. Yeah, I think this works. Let's run it and see if I made any mistakes. Or if it even runs. With my fancy colors. So 1, 2, or cannot be filled. 3, 7, 175, and then 1 and 15. Yep, looks like it works. So there's the whole class, except for the header is way up there. Have a good day.